Okay, so we're here once again in Sword Factory, and I thought I'd just come along and show you guys a quick tip on how to basically get better things when it comes to your machine and also mainly your ascender. So obviously, for most of the players, you will just be upgrading things just like I have here, kind of just putting them all to the highest possible thing you can put them to, just to basically maximize your machine and maximize getting the value out of it. Now, I'm going to show you guys, I think it's like 2 or 3 tips on basically what you can do to get more value and also how to get the best out of your ascender. So the first tip in terms of just getting value, what you want to do is go ahead and, as you can see, my classifier right now is at level 500 and at the back it is set to 128 times luck. However, obviously the classifier does absolutely nothing to your value. So what you can go ahead and do is come behind your machine like so and just set it to 1. And that way, basically, you won't be wasting any time in your classifier, especially 75 seconds. And that way, you're going to get a lot more swords sold over time. And as you can see, basically wiping out a whole 75 seconds or a whole section of the machine is a massive, massive amount. So I would definitely recommend turning off your classifier or turning down the look on it on the back. Now, obviously, it is still going to wait here for the extra, like, however long it has left. However, when it does move along and the next sword comes through, it'll literally take, I think it's like less than a second. It'll just go in and then quickly move on to the upgrader. And then that way, obviously, it'll continue on getting more value quicker. So that is basically the first tip. And now the second tip, what I have is you want to actually basically use this feature here, which is refunding upgrades. So when you basically come to your ascender, obviously right now I do have quite a high level on all of these, and I can actually get 3 of my things to level 500, which does unlock, as you can see with my appraiser right now, it's not got the level 500, and obviously it doesn't have this one here. However, with the ones that do have a level 500, it has the hyper luck option on it, which is a really good option, I think, actually, because obviously then you can upgrade things a lot quicker and a lot better. However, for some of you guys, you may be stuck with things like everything's stuck at level 400. And basically what you're going to want to do is come to your upgrades like so, and basically just refund them all. I'm just going to quickly just spam through it all like so, and that'll basically give you back all of your money. You can also see how much you'll get back here with your net worth. Obviously my net worth is 2.9 trillion, and then basically that way what you can do is then just put all of that money into one thing. And the reason why you want to do this is when it comes to using the ascender, say I just put in some random sword. Let me just quickly find a random sword. Like this one, as you can see right here. Obviously, it's only got bronze in it. It's only got fine on it as well. So what you can do, say you want a really good mold on it, you can just whack it up to 50. I am going to use an auto clicker just to make it a little bit quicker. But as you can see, then you can just put all of your money just into the molder like so. And obviously I'm going to have some left over, but for some of you guys, you won't have any left over. And then that way, basically you can have the maximum amount of luck that you can do on your molder like so. That is going to be the 128 times. And then once you put it on the molder, as you can see, you'll start getting more, you start getting a better molds and stuff. And also that way you'll get the best chances out of your RNG. So if we do quickly come over to this over here, as you can see, my opal right now with level 500 molder, and the 128 times on the back is set to 1 out of 42,000 times RNG, which is actually really, really easy considering how some other things are actually quite difficult. So I would definitely recommend going back to your molder like so, or refunding your upgrades, and then that way you can basically get your molder up, your polisher up, your classifier up, your upgrader, your enchanter, or your appraiser. Mostly you just don't really want to upgrade your upgrader anyway. Your upgrader is mostly only for the machine. So basically this way, as you can see, I'm already up to Ruby, which is usually quite difficult for anything below like level 450. So as you can see, that way it is literally, it's a really weird decimal number, but as you can see, it is 1 out of 42.5. So much, much easier. And that way, basically you can then concentrate all the luck on one thing. And then obviously once you're happy, maybe you get up to Amethyst or Diamond, you can then go ahead and refund your upgrades once again. Now this does have a 30-second, I think it's a 30-second cooldown, as you can see there. But obviously now what I can go ahead and do is just put everything into my polisher like so, get this all the way up to level 500, and then this way I can have 128 times luck on this one instead, which means I can start getting much better quality rather than obviously just fine. Now obviously if you don't have this up to like level 500 or so with the hyper luck on it, you'll mostly only be getting things like incredible, best and fantastic and things like that. If I do quickly have a look, you'll get like perfect, best, incredible. Maybe you'll get up to tremendous, maybe you'll get up to fantastic. However, if you want to get things like absurd and stuff quickly, I'll definitely recommend using this trick, because then boom, as you can see, it will take still obviously quite a while because RNG just works like that. However, this way you'll definitely have a better chance of getting things like brilliant, exquisite, remarkable, extravagant and phenomenal, and even a good chance at getting outstanding, as you can see. So this basically brings like opal and brilliant down a lot, so it's a lot easier. Obviously you can do the same for the rarity. Having your appraiser up to level 500 definitely makes things like uniques possible to actually upgrade to. Now it will take quite a while still, however this way it will take much less time otherwise, and it'll probably bring up your cap quite a bit. As you can see, I'm already up to incredible now, which is very good. So yeah, that's basically 2 tips I would recommend you guys using. Mainly, obviously, turn your classifier luck all the way down. That way it'll just completely skip over it and you'll get a lot more value. Say you are AFKing for a couple hours, you'll get a lot more value and a lot more swords sold. So that way you'll get a lot more levels as well on top of that. And also the trick of basically refunding all your upgrades and just putting it all into one little section, and then that way you can have a lot more luck in that one little section. So yeah, that is pretty much it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video.